China, it's the fascinating thing is like China and the US are both exceptionally successful economically.
Yep.
Like the numbers are unmistakable. But they get there with two very different systems. The US is sort of rule of law, private sector, public sector. And then China is sort of state capitalism where it's all mixed together. And they're sort of on two ends of the spectrum.
Right.
And now if you actually look at most of the world is closer to China than it is to the US.
Oh,
if you go to
really?
most countries like Saudi Arabia, Oman, the government is very involved in industry. The US is almost more of an outlier.
Right.
And but it is a spectrum. And people from the West often find it very confusing. Now, people in China understand it intuitively.
Right.
And business people there just know how things work. It's a lot of gray. It's perceived as a risk. Because they don't know how to take it apart. You look at most of the world is closer to China than it is to the US. Even Europe. And Europe has industrial policy. The US is far more like private sector capitalism in many areas. So if you're talking about US healthcare, okay, you're in political economics. But Coca-Cola in the US is mostly a private sector rule of law situation. And so learning how that, and here's the thing, China and most of the world are not becoming like the US. They are their own path. And Warren Buffett calls it the secret sauce. He kind of says, China has figured out its secret sauce that is making it very wealthy and very successful. But it's hard to explain it. That's why he uses this word secret sauce. This phrase.
Right. Actually,
and we sort of tried to just take it apart.